So this movie sucks.
So me and Justin just watched it a few hours ago before we came on.
Not for the first time, but
Yeah, I don't know. We've watched it, but
it.
I want to refresh myself. I haven't watched it in over 7 years, 8 years.
yeah.
So I want to watch it again. We watched it, and oh my god, I know a lot of people love it. It's a beloved show from way back and then, but it didn't age well for me.
Sloth, you're gonna live with me now.
Okay, Nathan, you like this? Do you like this movie? That's fine. That's fine. That's all I need to know.
If you have to take a second to say something, that tells.
It's one of those movies that if I've got nothing to do and I want something nostalgic, I watch it because I remember watching it when I was younger.
You know what movie came out 2 years before this and was made by arguably the same people?
Who?
E.T.
Wow.
E.T. came out 2 years before this. That movie has an incredible plot. It has incredible direction, writing. The actors are just talking over themselves constantly and just ad-libbing most of the lines, which it seems like they do exclusively in this movie. The camera direction and the cinematography allows you to see what's going on instead of just like, they're in a cave, they fall in a hole. Where'd the hole come from? I don't know. Well, I didn't see that hole.
Pipe blew a hole through the wall.
And there's so many times, like when they're going through the caves and stuff, where it's just like, I'm so lost. Like, you literally have a device that its exclusive job is to make sure that the audience sees something, and I can't see a thing. And they were like, oh no, there's a boulder, and it's like, I don't know if I'm facing up or if I'm looking up or if I'm looking down. Is that a boulder or is that something they're gonna fall down? And there's no like sense of direction for the entire thing. And two, it's not the cast. The cast is phenomenal.
Well, speaking of the cast, we got some big hitters, right? We got Thanos.
We got Thanos.
Thanos is in there.
With all 6 stones, I could simply snap my fingers.
We got Soundwaves from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Right, and also the boyfriend in Stranger Things in the first season with Winona Ryder. Right, we had some good characters.
Oh, and what's his name? He's like the '80s star.
21 Jump Street, right? Cast of Goonies.
Corey Feldman.
Yes.
So an amazing cast of young actors.
Sean Astin, as Mikey,
Yeah. So it's like,
and then Indiana Jones's buddy.
Short round.
Yeah.
He's Data in here.
Yeah.
He's like Inspector Gadget pretty much in his trench coat.
He's the main character and is the best part of the movie.
Yeah, I was actually stumbled upon this yesterday during the filming. 2 Italian guys in the show didn't like each other.
Jake, look at the date. Look at the date on it.
This is authentic. Ma, this is a doubloon.
Give it to me.
Robert Davi and Joe Pantolano.
The two
guys, they don't like each other.
Right.
They had issues doing they were like going at it with each other back and forth throughout the movie.
That makes sense. They kept like throwing stuff at. Oh, I mean, they were playing brothers, so I guess there was some good inspiration for that.
Their family name is very similar to the Italian word for brothers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They're the brothers family.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just came upon an older podcast where one of the actors or directors in the show was talking about it behind the scenes.
They
didn't get along each other at all. Yeah, they didn't like each other. But Josh Brolin really surprised me. It didn't clue until I watched it again. I'm like, oh my god, it's Josh Brolin. It's awesome. Like we were talking about how it just went from like teenager to 40.
Yeah, he just went from teenager to grizzled cop in like 5 years. Like that. Yeah.
The story itself was all right.
The story's fine. It's just kids
adventure, riding on bikes. That's every 80s kids movie. Even Stranger Things, like, we're going to double down on this one. Totally. Bikes and adventure. That's what 80s were.
Yeah, but it's not doing it because of nostalgia. It's just like, oh, shit, we got to fill an hour here. What do we do? Just put them on a bike, make them... But...
we have all these spare bikes after E.T. We should, let's use them for something. I know.
The actor, Chunk?
Yeah.
Have you seen him now?
No. Was he
not
jacked?
chunky. Like, he's skinny.
I heard that he looks really good.
Jeff Cohen.
Jeff Cohen.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, the storyline, you know, they had to find the treasure. Their dad left it in the closet or attic or something, which was weird.
The translation that the kid was doing to the housekeeper or whatever, that was hilarious.
La moda va nene primer cajón, la coca y la rapidez va nene segundo, la heroína en el de abajo. Siempre hay que separar las drogas.
Yeah.
Like that, and that's what I mean. Like, there's good parts of like that's clever and funny writing, and it like just creates this drama and weird situation.
Ma
But
bails
that's
him out
funny.
of jail. It sounds like DuckTales, you know, Bugle Boys.
Yeah.
But and then they have the ogre brother in the back there, which I felt really weird about. Did they really need that character in the show?
I
Like,
don't.
if you take that character out, does it really matter?
No, not at all. Oh, well, then you take away the one integral line that everyone knows. Hey, you guys! Hey, you guys! Like, everyone knows that. I don't know how this movie got so big.
Because it was kind of cheesy. I think
It's
that's why
an
it
adventure. It's a
It
kid's
is
movie.
an adventure. It is a
It
but I
fell.
remember
It fell in line with what kids wanted to watch in that era. That's what it was.
Sure. Yeah, finding yeah.
Between Ghostbusters and E.T., that's what this movie is in here. It's
Yeah.
nestled right in the middle,
Okay. Yeah, that makes
right?
Yeah.
It hits the treasure finding. One day I could be rich if I just found a map. Every kid
and
always
then-
looked for a map when they were a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it was, and it hit on that. But like I said, it was filmed actually in Oregon.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
It
filmed in
looks like
Oregon.
it.
I watched a video of a gentleman who did the whole tour of it. They have the same jail that they made a museum out of. They put all the memorabilia inside the jail and everything. There's a shop in the beginning where Chunk is on the window. They have that picture and everything down that
Nice.
shop. The house, it's still there. Up the hill when they pan into the house, it's still there exactly the way it is, except for minor changes. And they, at the bottom of the hill, they've asked people not to drive up that because people live there. And they said that you can park your car at the bottom of the hill and walk up if you like, because too many people are driving up and trying to take pictures.
Yeah.
Right. So it's still, people are still going there and looking for the attractions in Oregon. Right. The rocks in the ocean, obviously, is still there. Right. It's not been a million years yet. They
The
haven't
pirate ship flying out to sea, that's still there. They
Still,
just
the
left
grotto is still there.
all the corpses.
moved. The beach where they, in the beginning, where they run a drive with the monster truck race, whatever, it's still obviously the beach area. People
Yep.
go there.
Surprise, surprise, the beach is still a beach.
Not dirtied up with plastic bottles.
Ocean, still there.
Still there. You know it. Still the Pacific.
Clouds, it's different ones, but
They're still there.
They're somewhere.
They keep coming and going.
yeah.
As they please. But yeah, I mean, it still, I guess, holds near and dear to a lot of people out there. I mean, I thought it was an all right movie from the 80s. I wanted to change it up. We've started, we had too many action guys, with muscular arms trying to punch each other out, which we love, by the way.
Goonies was fine.
back-
Yeah,
to Secret
it was
Invasion.
good times. It was good times. Like if you want to show your kids what it was like to live in the 80s, and just watch Goonies.
It was the best of times.
Every kid went
It was
and
the
knocked the
worst
dirt
of
around and
times.
moved a rock. That's what they did.
Yeah, and then they
They
found
didn't play
treasure.
with
They rode their bicycles to
Yeah,
that
they
rock.
rode their bicycles till
Yeah.
the tires, blew out. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more content.